Coming into the 1920s, more and more people were coming to the US. The number of immigrants was rising rapidly, and some Americans didn't like it because they said they were taking their jobs. So, in 1924, the US implemented an Immigration Act which basically limited the amount of immigrants to 2% of each nationality. Around this time, there was also a lot of strikes happening. Some of this was caused because the immigrants usually agreed to working for lower wages, so that made the Americans have to do the same or not have a job. So, most people went on strike to get higher wages, less work hours, and a union recognition. Women started to play a different role by the 1920s, and one of the reasons could be that the number of women that were working during this time rose up by 25%. Also, by 1920, they were given the right to vote. Also, divorce became easier, which doubled the amount of divorced women because these women were not forced to live with their husbands who they did not like anymore. The urban sprawl came due to industrialization. More factories were opening up, giving a lot of job opportunities. Farmers wouldn't want to be a farmer no more because they were also always only barely able to get by, and people viewed the city as a get rich quick scheme, which obviously wasn't always the case. One person from this time that can be considered as an American hero could be Babe Ruth. He hit an amazing 29 home runs in a single season. The Harlem Renaissance started with a shortage of labor in the northern cities, so there was a great migration. About 40% of black people had moved north by 1920. Also in the North, they could act and express themselves much more freely than in the South, with things like their music. This also gave black people leverage into political issues. In 1920, there was the largest urban black community, and it was named Harlem Renaissance because Harlem was the capital of Black America. Then in 1910, the National Association of Colored People started. They focused on legal actions like protecting African American rights.